Carnotaurus. The name literally means meat-eating bull, and once you see the skull, you get why. It had two thick horns jutting above its eyes, a short, deep skull that looked almost compressed from front to back, and a body built like a sprinting predator with a strange, almost alien profile. Its arms were tiny, so tiny they looked almost decorative compared to the rest of its frame, while its legs were long and powerful, giving it a lean, fast, and intimidating silhouette. Its tail was long and muscular, helping balance that heavy front end and giving the whole animal a sleek, athletic look. Instead of the bulky, tank-like shape people imagine with giant predators, Carnotaurus looked more like a razor-fast hunter with a bull's head and a runner's body. Picture something built like a linebacker that runs like a sprinter. Not the biggest predator on this list, but still an incredibly dangerous one. Allosaurus. It had the classic look of a Jurassic apex predator. Tall, balanced, and built with a long, narrow skull full of sharp teeth. Its head was lighter and more streamlined than some later giant theropods, giving it a sleek, almost crocodile-like profile from the side. Its arms were longer than those of many famous predators, ending in three-fingered hands with large claws that made it look even more formidable. Its body was muscular but not overly bulky, with strong legs and a long tail that gave it a graceful, predatory stance. If Carnotaurus looks like a sprinter, Allosaurus looks like a hunter that can turn, lunge, and strike with precision. It had the kind of shape that makes you instantly understand why it ruled its world. Acrocanthosaurus. It looked like a giant predator with a built-in ridge of armor running down its back. Its most striking feature was the tall line of spines along its spine, creating a dramatic sail-like profile that made it stand out from almost every other theropod. That back ridge gave it a towering, almost prehistoric silhouette, especially when viewed from the side. Its skull was long and powerful, its neck thick and muscular, and its arms were large and strong, giving it a more heavily built appearance than Allosaurus. The whole animal looked like a massive, intimidating blend of speed and brute force. If Allosaurus is sleek, Acrocanthosaurus is imposing. It looks like a predator that doesn't just chase prey, it overwhelms it. Utah raptor. It was not the small movie raptor most people imagine. It was enormous, with the look of a giant feathered killing machine. Its body would have been covered in feathers, giving it a shaggy, bird-like appearance rather than the scaly reptile look people often picture. It had a long tail, a narrow head, and powerful legs that made it look built for sudden bursts of motion. Its most famous feature was the huge sickle claw on each foot, which would have made its feet look especially menacing and oversized. Add in its sharp face, alert posture, and feathered outline, and Utah raptor looks less like a lizard and more like a monstrous prehistoric bird. It had the kind of appearance that makes you think twice before turning your back on it. Mapusaurus. It had the look of a giant, lean predator with a long skull and a powerful, streamlined body. Its head was narrow and blade-like, giving it a sharp, cutting profile rather than a broad, crushing one. Its body was built for movement, with strong legs, a long tail, and a frame that looked lighter and more agile than some of the heavier giant theropods. What makes Mapusaurus especially striking is how it seems to combine size with elegance. It doesn't look like a brute. It looks like a giant stalking predator. Long, balanced, and dangerous from every angle. It's the kind of dinosaur that looks like it was designed to move through a landscape with terrifying confidence. Carcharodontosaurus. The name means shark-toothed lizard, and its appearance absolutely lives up to it. Carcharodontosaurus had a huge skull with a long, narrow shape and rows of sharp blade-like teeth that gave its mouth a vicious, saw-like look. Its face was built for intimidation, with a profile that looked both sleek and deadly. Its body was massive but not overly stocky, giving it a powerful yet agile appearance. Long legs, a strong tail, and a huge head made it look like a giant cutting machine on two legs. If some predators look like bruisers, Carcharodontosaurus looks like a living blade, long, sharp, and built to slice through anything in its path. The remaining four dinosaurs are all among the largest and most powerful predators ever discovered. Their exact ranking is still debated by paleontologists, and new discoveries could easily change the order. Tarbosaurus. It looked like a close cousin of T-Rex with a slightly more streamlined, elegant build. Its skull was large and deep, but its overall shape gave it a somewhat narrower, more refined appearance than its famous relative. Its arms were tiny, its legs were strong, and its body had that unmistakable tyrannosaur silhouette. Huge head, tiny forelimbs, and a thick, muscular frame. It had the look of a heavyweight predator that didn't need flashy features to be terrifying. Everything about Tarbosaurus says power, especially that massive head and thick neck. It's the kind of dinosaur that looks like it could stand in one place and still dominate the entire landscape. Giganotosaurus. It was one of the largest land predators ever discovered, and it looked every bit the part. Its skull was long and narrow, giving it a more blade-like appearance than the deep, blocky head of T-Rex. Its body was enormous but relatively sleek, with long legs, a long tail, and a frame that made it look built for covering ground. Instead of looking like a tank, Giganotosaurus looks like a giant predator stretched out into a fast, efficient shape. Its head, neck, and torso all flow together in a way that makes it seem almost aerodynamic for something so huge. It's the kind of dinosaur that looks less like a monster and more like a living force of nature. Spinosaurus. It is one of the strangest looking predators ever discovered. Its most famous feature was the enormous sail rising from its back, making it look unlike almost any other dinosaur on Earth. That sail gave it a towering, dramatic silhouette that would have made it instantly recognizable from far away. Its snout was long and narrow, almost crocodile-like, with conical teeth that gave its face a very different look from the deep-jawed tyrannosaurs. Its body was also unusually long and low, with a posture that made it seem more like a giant river hunter than a land-based brute. With its sail, elongated snout, and unusual proportions, Spinosaurus looks like a prehistoric creature from another world. Its immense size and bizarre shape make it one of the most unique predators ever discovered. Tyrannosaurus rex. It's still T-Rex. It may not have been the largest or fastest predator, but it had one of the most iconic and terrifying looks of any animal ever to walk the earth. Its skull was huge, deep, and built like a battering ram, with thick jaws and banana-shaped teeth that looked more like bone-crushing tools than simple daggers. Its neck was thick and muscular, its body was powerful and compact, and its tiny arms only made the rest of it look even more overwhelming. T-Rex had the kind of silhouette that feels almost unfair. Giant head, massive torso, strong legs, and a stance that says pure dominance. It didn't need a sail, horns, or giant claws to look terrifying. Its entire body was the weapon. While other predators stood out for speed, size, or unusual features, T-Rex combined everything into one unforgettable shape. Massive, brutal, and absolutely iconic. Let me know in the comments which dinosaur you think deserves the #1 spot. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.